Alright. Well, I make absolutely no claims to be good at this. I do just happen to enjoy it. So today what I'm going to be trying to do is turn this chunk of wood that I've already started. It ended with equipment failure, as it turns out. The mandrel that holds this on there decided to turn into a two-piece. Not so good. So I have an end cap here. Well, this isn't the end cap, but I have the bottle opener. And then I also have an end cap for it. So bottle opener, end cap, ta-da. And what I'm hoping to do is make this chunk of sort of curly maple into a bottle opener. So I guess we'll give that a shot then. I do wear a dust mask when I'm turning, so it comes off and goes on pretty easily, but I probably won't be talking a whole lot through it. Because if I have it on, that's what I sound like. Which, I guess, isn't the worst, but certainly not ideal either. So, yeah, once again, no promises of being any good at this, but again, I enjoy it, at least so far. So now I'm just gonna get this end cap out of here, not throw it away. I usually clean up the casting a little bit. There's usually two little parts where the mold came together that I usually file off on the bottom of it. It just helps it sit a little bit more flush. Alright. So the next thing I do is take my calipers and I set them about the same size as the cap. A little bit bigger because of sanding and whatnot. So then I'll take that and turn this down until I get the right size. So that fits over that. So now I just shape it how I want it. Alright, so now I grab a whole stash of sandpaper and I get to sanding. That's another thing that I like about lathe projects. They're pretty quick, usually. Well, they're quick for me, for what things normally take, I guess. But could be worse. So I'm just cutting up some sandpaper off screen right now. Alright. So I slowed it all the way down. You already saw me do that changeover, so now I'm just going to sand the hell out of it. When I'm sanding, usually I go 180, 220, 320, 400, 600, 800. But I've only got, well, I'm missing 320 and 600 right now. So I'm doing 180, this is 220, and then I'll do 400 for a little while. A little bit longer than I usually do 400, probably. And then I'll do 800 after that.
By the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet, but you probably barely hear me. This is hard maple. It's sort of curly. This is actually a chunk of a leftover piece from my dancing iridescence computer case mod. I used a big piece of curly maple for the front of that, and this is a piece of that. Alright.
I hate sanding in any of its forms. So I only went up to about, well, not about, I did only go up to 400 grit. And what I'm going to do now is applying some finish. I want to do that before I get it up too smooth, because then you start abrading and you don't actually get any finish in the wood that you're trying to finish. And since I'm going to be using some dye, I hope, I didn't want to go down that road. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm hoping well. Just grabbing a couple of supplies here. I know you're not supposed to shake the can of shellac, but I'm lazy. One of my favorite finishes, even though it may not be perfect for things that are around alcohol, but I guess beer and wine coolers or hard ciders, probably not the most alcoholic of beverages that I have to worry about. But I just like using shellac I use this because I've never actually tried mixing my own shellac, but and with this, don't actually need a whole lot. Maybe a little bit more, just in case. But I don't typically need a whole lot. Alright. So here's my shellac. Next is some red dye. And largely, the dye I'm trying to get pretty prominent. So I'm probably going to try some, see how it looks. May add some more, may not, who knows. I had good luck with this dye. This is TransTint dye. I used a blue dye on some curly maple. Oops. And it actually turned out really well. I gave it to a neighbor. It was I used it for snowmen. Well, the base of a piece of curly maple for snowmen. Alright, let's see how this goes. Thinking a little darker than that, but it's pretty red, so I'm going to try black. We'll see how that turns out. That's kind of a black cherry. That looks cool. well, not perfect, but we'll see how it turns out. I'll probably end up sanding it again anyway, so we'll see what that looks like and go from there. But I'm not going to make you guys sit through watching the finish dry, so I think that's going to be all I do for this one. I will try to come back once I'm actually done with most of it and see how it turns out. So, thanks for watching. I will catch you later.